right, I guess I'll get this over with. To great fanfare, the Lions and Cowboys battled on Sunday afternoon. But by halftime, the Dallas Cowboy fans were feeling the blues. Yes, partially due to the sight of the score, but also due to the uniforms the home team decided to choose. Wearing blue at home, it's a sin. It should always be refused. And the result on Sunday must be taken as proof that wearing blue at home is a guarantee to lose. So yeah, I know a lot of people thought that our Super Bowl, we just lost our Super Bowl after that game, which quite honestly I don't understand because this isn't soccer. You can't lose a playoff seed on aggregate scoring or whatever. And little picture after that game. Not surprised by the defense performance, but the offensive performance was a little surprising. I thought they put up more of a fight, or at least get into the second half without kind of calling it quits. But big picture, hey, the goal was always to get back to 500 after the Ravens game when you were 1-2. You took care of business by winning 2 straight against a division foe, and then taking care of Pittsburgh on Sunday night. So I know the optics. I know it. I guess you can get emotional over a week 6 game. I'm not going to get emotional over a week 6 game. So the business job is done. You're at 500, and let's get into the bye, get healthy. Hopefully Michael comes back, and then we'll take on San Fran from there. That was my initial takeaway. Boys, fellas, what was y'all's?
Mine was less positive. I understand what you're saying. Justin, I know you're a big numbers guy too, and so yes,
a numbers guy, boy.
Big analytic Justin, that's what
you have a spreadsheet or two saved on your desktop.
Yeah. So I know that y'all are both going to tot around that the season's not over. And you're right. You are right. But there are certain things you see week in, week out that don't translate to success later in the season. It's like y'all... Unless you're going to tell me you think like Philadelphia can win it all because, yes, they're mathematically still in it, then they can. But, like, you watch that team play, and they're trash. And we know if they make the playoffs, they're not going anywhere. And so there are things that you see with this Cowboys team that just look terrible. Like, even your all-pro right guard who's supposed to be elite, it was poo. Like, Zach Martin had a horrible game. There's just so much that needs to be the complete opposite of the poor performing players that we have right now. Our scheme, like our red zone offense, is abysmal. And I know that, look, if we make the playoffs, y'all are hoping for a big spark out of nowhere. But I don't know how 3 years into it, Mike McCarthy pulls the rabbit out of the hat, so to speak, or out of the head, as Jason Witten once said. I don't see it. So, like, yes, that wasn't the Super Bowl, but oh boy, that was so bad. Like, I don't know how you're as optimistic as you are.
Because it's one game and it's the NFL.
Is it one game though? I mean, we saw it against New Orleans.
It is one game, bro.
Like, just look at the week, like every week by week, every game we've played, we've had stupid issues that I don't foresee it getting fixed. Like,
but let me just I want to hear Justin's initial thoughts, but Rudy, I mean, like, let's look at New Orleans. Bro, they're world beaters after week 2, and then now they lost 4 straight.
Isn't it worse? Did it look like that against us, though?
Not really. It's just week 2. That was week 2. It's like,
it's part of the game.
I don't get it, but Justin, I do want to hear your thoughts before we really get into this. So,
and let's be honest. No way that you saw Eric Kendricks pop up in a report in the middle of the week, and then Deron Bland get ruled out and thought, this defense was actually going to put up a fight. I mean,
hey, judging by our group text,
hold on, Rudy. To Ian's point earlier, yeah, it's disappointing that the offense performed the way that you did because that was your really only saving grace to begin the game, and you just kind of hope for the defense to make a play here and there. But the fact of the matter is, painting optimism, I guess, is you're going to get everybody pretty much healthy back. You're going to get Kendricks, Bland, and probably Micah come after the bye. And we saw it last year. McCarthy pulled some heroics post-bye and figured out how to make the offense a little bit more explosive.
I don't know if I call it heroics, but go ahead.
Hey, call it what you want. That man flipped the script, and
there you go. Yeah.
Everything you gotta say about McCarthy, you can at least say one thing about him. That man, at least when his back's against the wall, he'll respond. I know I keep sounding like a broken record, but how many times does the man got to prove us right that he can at least steer the ship? And Rudy, I don't know why you crying, man. You wanted this extra playoff team nonsense. The silly Packers, made the playoffs last year with like 8-9 or 9-8. You telling me the Cowboys can't do that?
Oh, wait. Who'd they play in the playoffs and how'd that go?
Sure. I mean, Aaron Jones turned into the best running back for the past 4 weeks.
Oh, good. Okay, so let's turn to an area that doesn't seem to be fixed, our run defense.
Because there's only one way to win football games. Huh, Rudy?
Oh, they did it actually 2 ways against us, let's be honest here. They passed and ran on us.
I just don't understand why you think, why you believe in absolutes like so early in the season. Like nothing can change. There's nothing can happen that would be different, Rudy. You said there was like a lot of signs. You said there was a lot of signs that troubled you about this team, but you didn't list any other than like, I don't know.
Okay.
Like I didn't even know what you listed.
Sure. Okay. Let's go to the guys that you want back. Deron Bland, Justin. You mentioned all last year that this man can be picked on. The entire season, you said that he's not as good as what he's performing. Oh well, hold on. You can ask for some examples.
He's better than Wallway or whoever you want to throw. Carson, whoever you. Rudy,
what I'm saying is that your alternatives also have holes too. Like I'm not pretending that I feel like you can't deny that the team would be better. Back and they're like 99s in Madden. Like, can we perform better? Absolutely.
Bro, okay.
But that big of a difference?
Yes, that big of a difference. That's how bad your depth is.
Well, I don't think it's
so
just
let me ask you, who's coming back on that offensive line to improve us?
You just got to play better on the offensive line.
Well, which running back is going to become the stud you want to be?
I don't know. Who cares about running the ball? I've already put the bed that this team
back is if you can run the ball.
I've already put the bed that this team ain't going to run the football this year.
Okay, so then offensively, you're going to have the same issues throughout the season.
And the goal is to make the playoffs. The goal isn't to win a Super Bowl. You can't win a Super Bowl in 1 week.
Well, let's put up 9 points, more than 9 points, before we talk about making the playoffs.
I mean, they're 3-3 right now. How can I not talk about making the playoffs? You making it seem like yesterday dropped them to 1-5. That's what you sound, bro.
Well, you told me on the podcast that Washington being 3-1 or 3-0 means nothing, but being 3-3 means that it's all good. Like you flip your narrative depending on the team.
Not really.
Okay, let's try and look at some solutions because I think big picture there are some stuff that can be fixed. A lot of it begins with Mike McCarthy's play calling. Now, yeah, I think we can all agree that the run game, to Justin's point, I think it is bye-bye, but also Mike McCarthy has never shown like any loyalty to the run game. I think his play calls is like 60-40, and that might even be generous. It's like I think when in his total play calling history. But I guess what I'm trying to say is like hopefully he can adapt and get like we saw last year, which is weird that we're still having to go through this again, deja vu. But like after the 49er game, he adapted and was able to, call up a better offense to the point where I think the offense was pretty productive. So I think just that situation and putting your best players in the opportunity to succeed, hopefully that man can go into the barn and come out with a better offensive play calling scheme to, like I said, put your players in the best situation to win.
Hopefully. I mean, that's all we got right now is hope. Like, my God. I don't know. It's been 3 years of this, to be honest. Like, yeah, Justin, you're right. Mike McCarthy.
Hey, man, 3 play. And if you want to talk about 3 years of the same thing, that sounds like 3 years of the playoffs to me.
The thing is, you have the roster that you have today. Terrence Steele, he's a turnstile. Like, he's not there to play the game. Like, you don't have a left tackle. Your right guard who's supposed to be solid is not. Your left guard, we had to move him to left tackle at some point. I mean, you have 3 offensive players, tell you the truth. It's Dak, it's CD, and it's and Tyler Smith. and no one else over there. I mean, Jake Ferguson, God bless him, but the dude dropped the ball when we need to move it. Like, we're trying in the second quarter, and you drop it. Like, don't give me that. You're missing so much offensively. Mike could be a genius, but you're not working.
Rudy, you're gonna ramble to the same points. If the point if my whole point is they're gonna make the playoffs, tell me how they're not gonna make the playoffs.
I think essentially you're not going to get that second wild card because
there's 3 wild cards, Rudy.
Okay, you're not going to get the third one because damn near every team in the NFC North is going to have a better record than you, and then you could take.
You think the Bears are going to have a better record?
They'll have 3 teams in the playoffs, and so that leaves 1 wild card available for 3 divisions.
You really think that they're not? You don't think 10 wins gets them into the playoffs? You don't think 10 wins?
I'll be amazed if they get to 10 wins.
I mean, we know you'll your betting record when it comes to the last segment. So if you want to put that together right now, we can.
I mean, I bet earlier in the season that Washington would finish a game closer to the Eagles, and you're like, no, they're trash. You know Washington's going to win the division.
They're like half the game up right now. What are you talking about?
3 games is good enough to get us in the playoffs.
Rudy,
4, I promise you they beat us.
All this great Washington performance, they're half a game up on Philly right now. Calm down.
I promise you they win the division.
Yeah, we'll see. We don't have to talk about Washington at this point. The point of the matter is I don't understand how you're trying to jump off ship when they just beat a playoff team last week. And just because they had a bad day of the offense due to injuries, partially. And, hey, emotions got the best of them. The game got away. It is what it is. I don't think it's like a total indictment on the rest of the season. You act like professional. Even the crappy teams get it together towards the end of the season. This is the NFL. They all come to the mean at some point. And right now, if they're going to float around 500, that's like 9 wins.
Okay, so I pointed out some issues on the offense side of the ball. How do we remedy those throughout the rest of the season?
Your O-line plays better, and your superstars play better, and your play call plays better.
Yeah, just everyone do better. Just do better.
Would you say that they're performing at their best capabilities right now?
I've absolutely stated they're not. I said they're trash, actually.
So you're telling me there's room for improvement?
Oh my God! Anything's better than what they're giving us. But I'm saying,
would you say, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, Tyler Smith, Zach Martin? Would you not say those are talented players?
I think you're like nitpicking.
Can you just answer the question, Rudy? Answer the question. Are they talented players?
Yes. Now let's talk about the rest of the offensive.
Hold on. Had they been playing to their fullest capability this summer,
what he can.
This season? Had they been playing
doing what he can? Hey, if the coach can't find
answer
a way
the question,
to get it to
have all those players lived up to who they are as players this season?
When the ball goes to CeeDee, he catches it, he makes plays. So yeah, he's doing what he can.
It's a yes or no
Dak
question.
Is throwing the ball. No, because you're making it sound too simple.
It's a yes or no question.
No, it's not.
Okay,
that simple.
so they haven't. So tell me.
Zach
Martin
will get better. Tell me, Zach Martin will get better.
Will he not? You would think he would get better.
I couldn't imagine the performance on Sunday.
He can't be as bad as he was.
He was somehow worse than anything.
So he's
going to
play like that the entire year, Rudy. He's going
Justin.
Okay,
we might as well not even. They might as well not.
Hey, you might as well tell everybody don't even show up to it. Like, don't even come and work out during the bye. Don't even bother. The season's over, according to Rudy, man. Rudy says the season's over.
No,
might as well punt.
You're being too simple with it, Justin. How many people play on that offense? Is it 5?
That's the thing 11? About superstars. They're supposed to elevate talent. They haven't been living up to their marquee.
Okay, so you punted on the run game. So if a defensive coordinator knows you cannot run the ball, well, then I'm just going to go ahead and drop 7. So I'm going to make passing harder. Yeah,
they don't have to be great at the run.
Dude,
they can just
rush
be
4 and get to Dak.
Right now, they're dreadful.
So many deficiencies.
You don't think they can get the below average?
I don't think the other 4 people on your offensive line can play a lick. Like, your tackles suck ass. You have players that you rely on who can't make plays. You can't block for your running back who you don't believe in.
Bro, they're far from worse. They're like middle of the pack. the tackles are.
Okay, that's fine, but y'all are acting like we're gonna get to the playoffs and suddenly like just click into place. And
no, what we're saying is they can't play as bad as they can.
If you want to just say you're average, fine, say that. But I haven't heard that from you.
Average is good enough to get in the playoffs.
Okay, fine. That's all I want to hear from you. Y'all are
acting.
No, just say that you're okay. If you want to say that at best you can be average, fine. I'm not gonna fight you on it, but don't pretend
like
that this mediocre shit is gonna become elite.
Oh my word, bro.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Rudy,
I did. Okay, I did begin this with saying we're 500. That's where you want to be. I don't know how more I could say average this team is by then saying that. But Rudy, you say like, oh, your answers are too simple, bro. If you ask any of the coaches in the Cowboy facility, their answers are just as simple too. They're all saying, bro, just got to get back to fundamentals. Same on the defensive side of the ball as with the offensive side of the ball. They're all talking about just doing fundamentals and executing
with Jerry
better.
Jones, interviews aren't really what fix anything.
No, actually, that's not even one. He's not a coach.
Jerry Jones, bro. No,
but that has nothing to do with anything. The interview doesn't fix the game.
Wait, I didn't even bring him up, so I don't know why you brought him up.
No. My point was just that it doesn't matter what a coach or the GM's going to say in the interview. I need to see it on the field. Mike McCarthy's like, I'm going to fix the offense every year,
Rudy?
and we have
you
red
can wait in 2
weeks every year.
So you're going to get better or you're going to get worse. I mean, it's completely up to them. There's no secret sauce. It's about getting healthy, and it's about playing better. That's as simple as it is.
Of course, it's an odd number game, so y'all are looking at 9 and 8 is what y'all are feeling.
Shoot, why can't they be 10 and 7?
I'm just asking you. It's okay to say that.
I'm just telling you. Yeah, 10 and 7, 9 and 8 is pretty realistic in my opinion.
All right.
That's always been the expectation for the season. So I just don't understand why Sunday changed anything. You could look at the injury report, and I don't know how you could be surprised about what happened.
Justin, it's not just Sunday. That's my point too. That's why I brought up the Saints. That's why you could look at the Ravens. Like the things that those teams did well against us.
So did beating the Steelers that didn't mean anything?
Justin Fields was throwing the ball. We talked about with Ian's
what
happened and what did you say? You were like, Justin Fields did not have a good game.
What are the Steelers?
Oh, I don't believe in fraud records. You want to go off that? Go.
Are they not 4-2? Did they not make the playoffs last year?
I don't believe in fraud records.
Oh, they probably didn't. But are they not on pace to make the playoffs?
He with himself on that one. Justin, I don't go off fraud records. Get out.
So why you touting Washington?
You can fake records.
Yeah, man, like silly, bro.
Okay, but 3-3 is great. So no, get out of here with that.
Because there's a big difference between 3-3 and 4-2. Like, man, in this segment, bro, this is
Rudy. 3-3 is our fraud record. We should be like 4-2. So 3-3 is our fraud record.
We should be 4-2. We might as well be 5-1. Hell, we.
Thank you. Yes. Now you're starting to get it.
My fault.
Hey, I know me and Rudy were going at it, trying to figure out the blame game, and say what you want. Anybody can have their argument. It's okay. But what people can't have an argument on is how is that not Mike Williams' fault at the end of that Jets game? That pass was so good. That pass was low-key kind of perfect for the situation. And that man tricked it off.
Except it got picked off, but
hey,
it was perfect.
He basically almost handed it to Mike Williams, and he said, "I didn't want it."
Boy, all I'm gonna say is Dak Prescott would have never thrown anyone under the bus. A-Rod is a man without leadership and accountability. He gets rid of his head coach at any chance he can. This man is a cancer. He's a terrorist to an organization.
Oh my God.
He's an authoritarian dictator. Get him out. Number 8, bad for the league, bad for the team, awful.
All I'm going to say is we're going to see a movie these next 11 weeks because that man got Tay Adams in the fold. And we're going to see they're going to put Garrett Wilson back to the wide receiver 2 where he belongs. And it's going to be elite connection that we don't be seeing no more in this league because all these quarterbacks don't have a clue how to get their receivers the football. Honestly, only other one we've kind of just shit on the last couple of minutes in Dallas, they at least get the ball to each other. And then the other connection, Tua can't play anymore. So
I will say bringing in Devontae Adams is going to help with matchups 100%. I think you're going to see Garrett Wilson get a lot more, more higher quality touches too. No, okay, you
I
say
think Justin
no.
thinks Devontae's washed, dare I say.
Oh, me?
I thought you said that earlier this season.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No, that man just got a Minshew problem. He don't got that anymore.
No. I mean, Devontae's going to get his touch, but my point is that defenses might key in on Devontae more, leaving Garrett more ample opportunity. And if Aaron Rodgers is the prophet that you say, Justin, he should be hitting the young man.
Well, the message will be spread through Adams and Rodgers. Garrett Wilson no longer needed at this point.
Is Garrett Wilson actually wide receiver 3? Because Lazard, I'm pretty sure, has more trust than Wilson. But I have to disagree with Rudy. Although I was agreeing with Rudy until he started saying Aaron Rodgers got to go. Bro, come on. New York ain't been this interesting since Broadway Joe time. So I say keep going. But I say full steam ahead, A-Rod. Keep doing what you're doing.
Hey,
I'm glad you brought it back to Broadway Joe, because that man had just as many interceptions as touchdowns, and that's what I'm seeing from the 40-year-old.
Well,
so,
and we were entertained, damn it.
To Ian's point, that man Devontae Adams said, they're like, oh, is he going to pass his physical? Because that he has to if the trade's going to go through, and isn't he hurt? I'm like, man, that dude had a please trade me hamstring injury, not a real one.
Big facts.
No,
Big
for
facts.
sure. No, that's true.
And speaking of trades, another question. So you think Amari Cooper is going to see that snow and just flat out quit come November?
No.
How is it any different than Ohio? Ohio just as cold?
I mean, Ohio, Buffalo, maybe it's a little bit different as far as they be playing in all that snow and that. Regardless, bro, you remember how Amari Cooper be? Unless it's sunshine and under a roof, that man don't want to play. So
he's calling him a diva over here.
No disrespect. The man didn't. I'll leave it at that. I like him, but let's be honest.
It is a turf field, isn't it?
Buffalo?
Buffalo? Yeah.
You saying that it was more of a grass than an outdoor thing?
Wait, players like grass more than turf, though.
Well, because that man did put up. I feel like that man put up more yards than.
I think it was indoor as opposed to outdoor. Okay. Quite honestly,
and nothing to do with the quality of. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Look, I think if Josh Allen isn't throwing the game away like he was on Monday night, trying not to win, Amari Cooper will be fine.
Forget Josh Allen. It got nothing to do about no Josh Allen. I'm just curious how everybody's like, man, this is going to elevate them. It might for these. It will probably for these couple of months, but I mean, come December, if they get some home field going, which they're probably on pace for, that's not going to bode well, I think, for my man Coop.
I don't think it's going to hurt compared to what they currently had, though.
I'm going to take this a different direction. That wide receiver, Amari Cooper in a Bills uniform is about to be the ugliest wide receiver combination in accessorization that the NFL has seen to date.
You think he rolls with the same face mask?
Yes, Justin. And then get that shit spray painted and then show up with the Buffalo sticker on it.
Oh, and an all-white helmet?
All white. Bro, I'm telling you. And then, to Justin's point, man, that man, he's going to be cold, bro.
The long sleeves,
long sleeves, and then black gloves or whatever that man wears.
Swag wise, that's a disaster.
But I guess he fits in with Buffalo.
that whole squad don't got anything going for him. Speaking of which, weird transition, but still, I still want to at least address the Lamar and the Ravens and company, since Rudy's the biggest Washington fan. Bro, tell me why Zay Flowers looked like a superstar out there.
For the first 2 quarters of the game and then didn't get a catch for the second half.
Regardless, that man was able to do whatever he wanted.
Regardless.
That man was having a day. It was ridiculous.
He had a day. He could have had a week, but then it looked like the defense woke up and said, no, we'll keep it at a day.
Yeah, bro. They said Ian, they said let us let him catch the first 9 footballs for 132, and then we'll start to shut him down. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? At
They
least I've
woke
seen
up
a
then.
team.
They were asleep the first 9 catches.
Hey, Ian, Justin. At least I know that some defensive coordinators can make adjustments.
Bro, they've been getting 30 pieces
Did they
every
win the game?
bro. They ain't making no
They came
adjustments.
back. They did lose, but they came back. You didn't beat
that game
you
was
didn't beat
never
the
in
Ravens
doubt.
either.
That game
They
was
didn't
never
come
in
back.
doubt.
They did. They forced it within a 1-possession game.
That's not a comeback. First of all, that's not a comeback. But
They
also,
never saw
they,
the ball
I
again,
didn't say
bro.
They never took the lead.
back.
You made it sound like they took the lead, Rudy. They never took the. Well, I don't think in the second half of the game they never took the lead. They were
To
always
come back
trailing by a
doesn't
score.
mean you completing the comeback is different than coming back in the game.
Disagree.
They did pull it to 1 possession. There was some referee
Man,
They were already
shenanigans
in the
going on.
possession.
Whoa, there were some referee shenanigans going on. We were texting about that. I know you saw it too. But anyway, the
Must have
point
slipped
being,
my
I
mind.
know Justin only brought that up to try to poke holes in the Washington argument again. But what's that argument? You lost to the Ravens too. Like, it's nothing.
So who cares?
Well,
They took an L. I'm
I
not.
hold weight.
Let me go back on what I said earlier about aggregate doesn't matter. Aggregate does matter, damn it. And we lost by 3 and they lost by 7. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Is it pick'em time? Good God. Well, it's been quite the wily episode today. It might not stop. I don't think we're winding down. It might turn back up because it is time for the weekly pick'ems. Ian, tell us how we did last week.
Well, fellas, it was a neck and neck race, but I'm sad to report, Rudy, that Justin finished on top with 9 W's.
All that
But
talk.
good news, huh?
I'll let you finish the standing. Sorry.
But just like Rudy said in the first segment, Justin thinks it's over in week 6. But Rudy, you followed up with an 8-win week, which is good enough for second place, and I brought up the rear with 7 wins. So,
all right.
The totals are, Justin, you are still 5 ahead. Well, you are 5 ahead once again with 49 wins. I'm in second with 44 wins, and Rudy, you are in last, but closing the gap with 41 wins.
All that talk
I'll
by
take that.
Rudy, and he.
Hey, all I could do this week is try to close the gap, and it looks like I'm coming back.
We
So
let
don't
you.
worry about
We
it.
let you pick first, and whatever.
Oh,
Go
well,
ahead
actually,
and get
the last
started.
2 weeks, y'all been trying to jump in. Y'all been cutting the line a little bit. We'll see what you do this week.
All
We're
right,
gonna
man.
go ahead and start on.
We're doing you a
Thursday night.
favor.
Appreciate it. We're going to the Kirk Herbstreit game where we got the Broncos traveling to Nolans, take on the Saints. The spread is currently New Orleans plus 2.5, and I'll take the Broncos on the road.
Yeah, I suppose the Broncos.
Yep, Broncos.
Interesting. Sunday
Man, want to
morning.
flip so bad.
We'll be in Europe for the Patriots.
Hey, no more. Quit these London's game, man. Like, I know
Gotta
that
sell the product.
they sold. They told Jacksonville go ahead and stay
there.
over there. My goodness, disgusting.
I'm glad you brought them back up. The Patriots taking on Jacksonville over there across the pond. The spread is currently Patriots plus 5.5. The Battle of Pooh. Let me go ahead and take the Patriots taking it to the hub to London.
Give me Jacksonville. Surely there's an advantage for staying in Europe for their week.
Doug P's still there?
Yeah.
Bro, as long as he's still there, I'll take the opponent. Give me the Pats. Sorry.
Oh
That's
my
not harsh.
God. All right, now coming back to the States, we got the Seahawks taking on another bird of sorts, the Falcons in Atlanta. The spread is currently plus 3 to the Seahawks. I'm going to go ahead and take the home Falcons to win that one.
Give me the Seahawks.
The Seahawks are reeling. Give me the Falcons.
You said Gino didn't want to take the 49ers bait.
Oh, that
Force
disappointed
feed
me.
DK, but
Boy, how can he if DK can't even get his toes tapped in the end zone, bro? Wide receiver fundamentals 1 and 2 and 3.
Big yikes over there. Moving on. We got the Titans traveling to Buffalo to take on the Amari Cooper-led Bills, where the spread is currently all over the place, but we're going to go with Titans plus 9.
Wow.
I will go ahead and say, Jesus, 9. I'll say the Titans keep it within 9.
Yeah, ain't no way the Bills that good after that product I saw Monday.
Tennessee.
All right, clean sweep there. Moving on. We got the Battle of Ohio. We got the Bengals traveling to Cleveland to take on the Browns, where the spread is currently Browns plus 6.5. Again, I think that line's... but the Browns suck. Nah, give me the Bengals. I'll take the Bengals.
I'll take the Browns.
Jeez. Yeah, I guess I'll take the Browns.
All right. Comeback season, folks. We got C.J. Stroud and the Texans traveling to Green Bay to take on the Packers, where the spread is currently Texans plus 2.5. I'm sorry. No. Texans plus 3. That's a higher consensus. Texans plus 3. Give me Green Bay.
Yep. Green Bay. Go Pack, go.
Sadly, the Pack.
All right, clean sweep there. Moving on. We got the Miami Dolphins traveling up to Indianapolis to take on the Colts, where the spread is currently Miami plus 3.5. I will take the Colts.
Colts.
Still no Tua?
No.
No Tua.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right. I guess I'll take the Colts too.
All right, clean sweep there. Moving on to a team we've seen very recently. The Detroit Lions will travel to Minnesota to take on the Vikings, a divisional matchup. The spread is currently Lions plus 2.5. I'm going to go ahead and take the Lions.
Goof kind of shaky this year from my liking. Give me the Vikings.
After winning the Super Bowl in Week 6, the Lions totally lost the plot and get beat by the division rival. Give me the Vikings.
Hey, Vikings are pretty good. That's a fair pick. We're going to go to another divisional matchup in the NFC. We have the Eagles traveling to the Meadowlands to take on the Giants, where the spread is currently Giants plus 3. In a battle for disaster, I'm going to go ahead and say the Eagles win by more than 3.
Yeah, I don't know what the status of Travis Scott Concert Boy is, but give me the Eagles. Neighbors. They got mad because that man's
still at a concert.
Yeah, he's still in concussion protocol, and he went to the Travis Scott concert.
Dang, that's almost enough to sway me to the Giants, but ain't that crazy. Give me the Eagles.
All right. Moving on. We got the Raiders traveling to LA to take on the Rams, where the spread is currently Raiders plus 6.5. I don't think the Rams are that good, but the Raiders are poochies. Give me the Rams.
The Rams.
Yeah, off a bye week, playing that garbage. Give me the Rams.
Antonio Pierce fooled me. It's a shame.
Yeah,
he fooled a lot of us.
I'm with you on that one. All right, clean sweep there. Moving on, we have the Panthers traveling to Washington to take on the Commanders. Well, not the state of Washington, the District of Columbia. The spread is currently Panthers plus 7.5. Andy Dalton ain't bad. I'll say Washington wins by 7. Give me the Panthers.
Nah, this is another Fugazi game that Washington wins, and everyone says, bro, believe in Washington. So I'll take Washington.
You said it's plus 7?
7.5.
Oh, give me the Panthers. Okay. I didn't say they're going to win, but they can cover.
Okay. Moving on. We got the Chiefs and the Niners. The spread is currently Chiefs +1. This one's taking place in Santa Clara.
Yuck.
I will take the Niners to win by more than one, obviously, and give the Chiefs their first loss.
Man, if it ain't... Oh, go ahead, Ian.
It was Niners +1?
Chiefs +1.
Oh, okay.
If the 49ers ain't going to beat the Chiefs now, it will never be ever. And it's disgusting to hear Fred Warner say, man, we just can't beat that guy. That's sorry.
That is pretty nasty. That was a real quote?
Yeah, he said it apparently on some radio show. So,
gross.
Yeah, I'm still rolling with the Niners, but that has me a little concerned.
Respect doesn't belong in this game, damn it. So with that new information, give me the Chiefs.
With that new information. Moving on.
He's right. That's sad. Can't have that.
That's fair. That is pretty disgusting. Moving on. We have the Devontae Adams-led Jets traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. The Russell Wilson-led Steelers, I should point out. The spread is currently Steelers +1.5 at home. I'll take the Jets.
I would be a fool if I'm not consistent. So let me ride with the A-Rod propaganda.
So what's the story with the Steelers? It's just because Russell was always the number one, so he's just healthy now and he's going back to number one.
In theory, and then Justin Fields has been
Yeah, 100%.
Boy. All right. Yeah, to go with Justin's line of thanking. A-Rod ain't gonna lose this game.
He got his buddy back. Oh,
Yeah.
it's about to be special. Like
The special's aggressive. But
hey man, I'm expecting Tay to have a stat line of 6 catches for about 115 and a touchdown.
And Aaron Rodgers throws for 150 on the day. But anyway.
That's all that matters. That's going to be good enough to win.
Moving on. We got the Ravens and the Buccaneers. This one taking place in Tampa Bay. The spread is currently Tampa Bay +3.5. I will take Tampa Bay.
You said the Ravens? Yeah, give me the Ravens.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the Ravens.
All right. Like to see it. The late week comeback. Mind you, this is a double Monday nighter.
Again?
So
ugh.
Yeah.
Yes.
ESPN or NFL don't know what to do, bro. They don't know how to set up these games.
They said
Yep.
we got Peyton and Eli for a reason, so we're gonna get 2 games. Damn it!
So we go from 2 more than likely very likely playoff teams to 2 teams that they're there, and I'm hoping one of them make the playoffs. The Chargers and the Cardinals. This one taking place in Arizona. This is how we end our week. Kyler Murray. The spread is currently Cardinals +2.5. I will say the Cardinals. Ugh,
hey, bro, let's go. Pick the team.
Wait. Marvin Harrison's in concussion protocol. Do we know if he's playing?
Hey, you got 5 seconds to make the pick, and I'll make
Jim
mine.
Harbaugh and the Chargers win.
All right, give me the Chargers.
Yep, give me the fighting Jim Harbaughs.
I kind of want to change my pick now.
Cardinals ain't anything to write home about. That's disgusting.
Neither the Cardinals. It's a nasty matchup. It's gross.
What? Chargers are good.
Anything else?
Nah.
Hey, get out of here.